So, today, my dear students, good afternoon, all of you. A very, very special day today for you because I am going to speak about the spoken English. I am going to explain how to learn English and how can we master in speaking English. Generally, students are very much desirous, very much optimistic. They are very much hopeful to learn English. Why not? Every student should be hopeful to learn because it is an international language. We can't dispense with it. Speaking English is a dream of everyone because it is linking language and widely spoken, and we say the mean of communication. That is why each and everyone should have the knowledge of this language. In higher education, English is also necessary. When you go for the higher education, means the education especially in master degree or sometimes start from the bachelor degree, in both degree you should have best command over this language, otherwise you will have a difficulty. English is a language of interview, English is a language of communication, where especially in call centers or inquiry centers or consultancy or industry, if you are working on the post of manager or the post of director, post of leader, where you have to lead so many employees, where you should have the knowledge of English. Generally you have observed one thing, that the people afraid to talk to the seniors, people afraid of talking to the seniors. Why? Not because they are senior, not because they are danger, not because they will eat them, but they afraid of the seniors because of the poor communication. If we have a proper communication skill, we can communicate to anybody anytime easily, because the biggest barrier to convince the people to satisfy the person is only language. The rich language you have, the most more possibility you have to be rich. So language is not very common thing. Language is extraordinary things. You have observed one thing in your life, that mostly, or observe, you have observed one thing in your life, that high paid person, high salary person always do very little work, but their little work is only communication work. If we compare the professor and labor, there is a big difference between their salary, the world of difference in their salary. The professor salary 2,50,000, where the salary of an employee 300 rupees per day or 900 rupees per month, 9,000 rupees per month, 300 or sometime 500 rupees per day. So it may be 9,000 to 15,000 in a month. That is the salary of a common employee or a common labor. Just opposite the salary of a professor, there is a big difference. The difference comes why their education and why their struggle, why their hard work. But when we compare the work, so labor has to work since morning to evening all the day long. Just opposite, the professor has to work 3 4 hours in the college. So comparatively, professor work is less than any other employee, but the salary is more than any other employee. Why? Because professor work is communication work. Professor work is a teaching work. Let's compare to the professor with any director of any company or a founder of any company or a owner of any company. Their income is in hour, where the professor earns 2,50,000 in a month, where any director of any company or a owner of any company or any businessman earns 2,50,000 rupees in hour. And what is the work? Passively, he activated his business, and director or founder or owner of any business has a proper communication skill. His business based on communication. When you go to any shop, or when you go to meet any businessman, you generally find him talking to his clients or talking to his other companions or other partners. So where there is a rich conversation, where there is a rich language skill, there is a possibility of richness, there is a possibility of extraordinary achievement. Think about the political leaders. Let me take the example of Narendra Modi, Honorable Prime Minister of country. Why the people are associated and inspired with Narendra Modi? Because of his rich motivational speech, because of his way of communication skill. When Narendra Modi delivers a speech from the stage, he spells bound, and all the audience are impressed with Prime Minister of the country. So, common man can never become extraordinary and uncommon. He can become, provided that he should have a proper practice in a way to become what he wants. Let me talk about any other ministers. Prime Minister is very higher and the highest post of the country, but when we talk about the other ministers, they have also equal ability, equal skill to convince their audience. It means that language is not very common thing. Language connect the people. Language connect heart to heart to the people. The rich communication skill you have, the rich friend circle you have. Language not only the matter of job or employment, language is also the matter of rich friendship. After speaking, we realize, or after speaking, we analyze that birds will earn money or words will be penalized. Means that बोलने के बाद पता चलता है कि शब्दों की कीमत मिलेगी या शब्दों की कीमत चुकाना पड़ेगी. So always remember, language is not only the matter of job or employment, but also connect the people, to associate the people. When Swami Vivekananda went to Chicago, he started his speech and he addressed Americans, my dear American brother and sisters. All the audience began to clap. In the assembly hall, there was a big clapping sound because of his rich communication skill. We like the song because of rich collection of the words. We like speech. We like stories. We like motivational quote, motivational quotation only because of rich collection of words. It means language plays very important role in human progress. It's a visible or invisible, as you understand. It's a quality of human personality. That's why I urge each and everyone, I suggest each and everyone to have a best command over on the language. And the second one important thing is that if you have a knowledge of one language, you can live 5 year. 5 year means 5 year more than common man, normal man, common. When you have a knowledge of two languages, you live more than 10 year as compared to other man. When you have a knowledge of three languages, you live more than 15 years. मतलब ये है, इट्स रिसर्च. इफ़ यू हैव अ नॉलेज ऑफ, अगर एक भाषा जानते हैं तो आप औरों की अपेक्षा 5 साल ज़्यादा जिएंगे. दो भाषा जानते हैं तो 10 साल, और तीन भाषा जानते हैं तो 15 साल ज़्यादा जिएंगे. It means language is also a matter of your brain programming. Bilingual person or the multilingual person or the linguistics have a quality to solve any problem easily. Their mind is a logical. Their mind works faster than any common man. That's why generally Bilingual or the multilingual person are generally happy, active, and they have a good sense of humor, they have a logical power, they have a short and easy solution of any problem. It is generally found. So my dear, that's why understand the need of language and learn language properly. Language improves you from the all dimensions of life. English is not only for bread and butter. Any language is not for bread and butter. Language is English or any language makes you skilled, makes you extraordinary, makes you different from others. Thank you very much. I hope you will watch this video properly and you will try to learn English.